You know, people that watch my channel get the impression sometimes that I don't like Glocks or that I don't like polymer guns in general. They see me make fun of Glocks all the time and they see me compare polymer guns unfavorably to all steel guns. So they ask me, why do you hate Glocks or why do you hate polymer guns in general? Well, hate's a strong word. Let's just say, why do I think that polymer guns suck? Well, the answer to why I think polymer guns suck is you are an idiot. It's obviously a joke. And just because you don't get it doesn't mean it's not a joke. When I make fun of Glocks, I'm really not making fun of Glocks. I'm usually making fun of Glocktards, the people that think that Glocks are perfect and no other gun compares to a Glock. When I compare polymer guns unfavorably to steel guns, I'm actually kind of making fun of that mindset that people think that, oh, if it isn't old and if it hasn't been around for 100 years, it isn't any good. I'm actually making fun of the people, not the guns themselves. I mean, come on, I obviously don't hate Glocks and other polymer guns. I mean, I own Glocks. And I don't just own Glocks, I also own Polymer Berettas and Polymer Smith & Wessons, and not just these, I also own other more obscure ones like H&K and even this little oddball, the Arsenal Strike 1. So you can see I own lots of polymer guns. I like polymer guns. I think polymer frames is one of the best things that's happened to guns in a long time. It created a whole generation of easily carried, lightweight, inexpensive guns. I mean, I think it's one of the greatest things that ever happened to concealed carry or even open carry of firearms. Now, some people even go a little further and just say, well, why do I just make fun of guns, period? Why do I hate on guns? Well, how do you hate on guns? I mean, guns are inanimate objects. I can see why you could have something unfavorable to say about them, but hating on them, I think that's a little bit strong. Now, there are sometimes guns I buy that I spend my own money on. You got to remember, if you see a gun in my videos, I spent my own money on that. I liked it well enough to at least buy it and try it. Like all those polymer guns I showed you, I own those. Those weren't given to me. They aren't loaned to me. I'm not that kind of a channel. I'm not a big enough channel that people are just sending me guns to try. I actually bought them with my money. So if I've got something negative to say about a gun that I bought with my own money, you should listen, because I'm not promoting the gun. I'm not telling you, hey, this is a gun someone gave to me to show to you. I'm saying I bought this gun and I don't like it and here's why. I mean, sometimes I just don't like the ergonomics. Like sometimes the gun just feels cheap and I don't like it. I had an FNS, it just felt cheaply made. I didn't like it. I've had FN since then that I thought were great, but I did not like that first one I had. I've had Ruger polymer guns that I didn't like because of all the extra safety features on, all the little flags and warnings and all that stuff on them. You know, just to tell you, oh, it's loaded, don't play with it, it's not a toy. I don't think that's necessary on a gun, so I don't like them. Sometimes I just don't like a gun because it's got a safety on it. Or sometimes I don't like a gun because it malfunctions, because it comes out with a problem, it comes out with a defect. And I've told people, hey, I bought this gun, it's got a defect, I got to send it back, so don't buy one. And sometimes they're just bad design ideas, like the Canik TP9SA. Why would you put a decocker on a single action gun? It just doesn't make sense. It's just an asshat of an idea. And then there are some guns, they're just garbage, like Kel-Tec. Kel-Tecs are just garbage. They are subpar guns. And if you trust your life to a Kel-Tec, a Raven, etc., well, then you don't really care much about your life because they're garbage. So for those of you out there that wonder why I hate Glocks, I don't hate Glocks. I own several of them. I like Glocks. I don't love them, but I like them. And as far as polymer guns go, I think they're great. I think they're great carry guns. I don't hate polymer guns. I've got quite a few of them. And as far as bad-mouthing or hating on some guns, if I pay my hard-earned money for a gun and I don't think it's up to par, I think I have a right to tell people. I think I have an obligation. Because when I show people a gun, people think, oh, he's on the internet, he got the gun, therefore he's saying great things about it. No, if I've got it and I've said something good about it when I first got it and I decide later that it didn't live up to its reputation or I didn't like it, I feel like I have an obligation to tell you. I'm not a promotions channel. I'm not a commercial. I'm not out here telling people, here's what you should buy or here's the new product you want to look at. That's not me. I'm just showing you my collection and what I think of it. So if I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. So if you're someone that just wants to see a video version of a gun magazine, those are great channels and there's lots of them out there. Go look at those. They'll show you all the new stuff. If you're someone that just wants to see somebody enable your decision to buy a gun, believe me, I do that all the time. If I decide I want a gun, there's certain people I'll look up because they're going to say the best things they can about this gun and it's going to encourage me to buy it. There's lots of channels like that out there for you too. But if you watch my channel, you're going to find out what I really think of a gun because I paid for it. If I like it, I'll tell you. If I don't like it, I'll tell you. And I ain't going to lie about it for anybody.